Bill, what do we know then about the potential details of what could be a really consequential deal?
Right, Tom. Well, this is a deal that was being discussed last year ahead of the outbreak of violence in October between Israel and Hamas. Those talks have resumed in recent weeks and seem to be accelerating. There's a lot of different components to it. One big part of it would be getting Saudi Arabia and Israel on the path toward basically having diplomatic relations, a normalization of ties. That would require a quick end to this war in Gaza. And it would also require Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to agree on a pathway to Palestinian statehood. That's something that he and his coalition have been very much against since he returned to power. There would also be a lot for the Saudi Arabia and the U.S. in this kind of an agreement. It would effectively give Saudi Arabia a U.S. security guarantee. That kind of an agreement might require U.S. Senate approval. But in return, Saudi Arabia may also get access to some high-tech weaponry that it doesn't currently have. Saudi Arabia could also be allowed to pursue a civilian nuclear program, and that would give the U.S. access to Saudi uranium stockpiles. So there are a lot of potential wins for both sides here, but it is very much hanging on some other issues that are going to be difficult to resolve.
So, Bill, what are those issues? What are the hurdles that could get in the way of this deal?
Well, if Israel wants to be a part of this agreement, and for Netanyahu, getting a deal with Saudi Arabia has long been one of his goals, but it would conflict with another one of his political priorities now, which is basically avoiding having to accept a two-state solution to the Palestinian crisis. So he would have to decide which of those two goals is really politically more important to him right now. It could mean the end of his coalition government. There would be a lot of complications with that, obviously. And also, the biggest hurdle would be winding down this conflict in Gaza. And, we've seen with Israeli troops poised to enter Rafah for weeks now, that there does not appear to be a solution in sight. There is talk about a six-week-long ceasefire, but that's also been something that's been going on for a while. So a lot of hurdles, but talks are advancing, I think, on the Saudi and U.S. sides in the hope that some progress can get made.